Positivity. Please don't mind my dirty room, but I'm here just for the intro real quick. So today's vlog is just going to be about productivity and what I do in a normal day. The school year has just started for me. I'm a third year college student, but I am technically a college senior, and I'm just, going through life with a 3-month-old baby while also simultaneously doing school online. So I just wanted to show you how a typical day goes for me and how I get things to be done and be productive. So thank you for watching.
Hi, Cuckoo baby. Hi, Miss Cora baby. Hi. Good morning.
So I decided to use today just as a little catch up on all of the documents that I needed to get done before classes. Right now I'm going through the health insurance portal that our school has set up, because if you do not go in and opt out of it, they will automatically cover you under their health insurance, and I already have my own, so I didn't want to be charged for it for no reason. All right, so now I'm signing in to my school account and I'm going to be signing up for another class. I was only able to get 3 classes as an online student this semester, and I need 4 in order to be considered as a full-time student, which is really important because if you don't have 12 credit hours, aka 4 classes, you won't be counted as a full-time student, which means you won't qualify for financial aid and student grants and whatnot, scholarships, all of that. They will not give you your money. And of course, I need this money. So here I am again, going through all of these classes and seeing if I'm able to last minute get into one. I've tried a lot. I contacted teachers and I didn't really get too many responses back and not too much help on it. So I waited until the very first week of school during the ad drop period to see if anyone dropped any classes that I could just pick up. Unfortunately, I am having so much trouble finding classes, and I was able to find one class at the end of this search, as you will see, but unfortunately I was not able to keep that class because it interfered with another class that I have. However, it's kind of annoying me, it's really annoying me because as an online student, it doesn't matter what time you have a class because you can complete the work for the classes at any point of the day. That's almost the whole pro of being an online student. However, it's marking me as if I'm taking 2 classes at the same time, when in reality, that's not how it works. So it won't let me add that class. Right here, this isn't the class that I was talking about. This is actually another class that I thought was available. But as you can see, it said that the class was in Perry Perry, which is a building on FAMU's campus. And that means that the class was an in-person class, not an online class. So it kind of tricked me, and I had to end up taking that class off the list. So I'm searching for the class that I'm about to find, which unfortunately I was not able to keep. So here's me finding the class. As you guys can see, it says it's from Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 1:05 a.m. to 1:55 a.m. Obviously, the time isn't actually like that. It's just like that because it's an online course. So, of course, I click next and try to accept this class. And yeah, of course, it didn't let me actually keep the class because it interfered with another class that I happened to have at that exact same time. As you guys can see on the screen, it's comparing the 2 classes together as if they're interfering with each other. So yeah, that's, once again, this is like the little politics and school course shopping that they don't tell you about. Honestly, it's so hard to find classes for some reason. It honestly shouldn't be this difficult. If I'm an online student, I should just be able to take however many classes that I need to take for the semester without having to worry about competing with people that are also on campus for the same online classes. I literally am not in the vicinity of my college. I'm in a completely different city at the moment. I'm back in my hometown, so I am literally not able to take classes in person. So I need all the online classes that I can get. And unfortunately, I'm not even able to get a full schedule and ultimately not considered to be a full-time student, which really sucks. But if it's one thing about me, I'm going to get my way. I'm going to do whatever it takes possible in order to get this class. So I'm going over to my email and I'm going to type up an email to that professor real quick and see if there's any way for me to get my way into this class. I actually emailed. She takes me seriously and looks into this issue for me because I did talk to an academic advisor and she said a couple weeks back that if I talk to my professors, they might have a little, heart and accept me into their class because they can take you into the roster even if you can't officially get into the class, but they can add you to the roster. At least that's what my academic advisor told me. So I went ahead and searched for Catherine. Apparently, I got her name wrong because her name is not Catherine, and so here I am looking silly, looking through all the Catherines, and I don't see her last name Baker. So while I do that, I'm going to explain to you why it's important to email teachers, even if you think that they won't respond or they won't give you the answer you're looking for. So, emailing teachers as a source of communication is really key to get things on track because especially if you're an online student, you don't have the chance to go to them in person and talk to them after class to sort out issues. So, it's important to keep a good contact with your teacher. That way they know you exist, for one, and two, because you never know if you don't ask. There's certain things that might even be on the syllabus and they might say okay, don't do this, don't email your assignments, if this and that, but you never know. If you just ask your teacher, they might actually do it if you are good at convincing like I am. I really don't like an answer being given to me and then told that I can't do it a certain way without trying to at least get to that person first. And that's just a good tactic that I think you should always use. Maybe it's because I am trying to be a lawyer. I am a political science major with a minor in criminal justice. So it could just be that I love to negotiate and I won't not just accept no for an answer. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm typing up this email. So I don't mean to offend anyone with this, but I genuinely have a question for anyone out there who might have answers for me, but I do feel like I have OCD. And trust me, the list is so long of all the symptoms that I have, but one of the biggest things is checking. I tend to over check things a bunch of times, so that's why this email took incredibly long to write, even though it was something so simple. I knew exactly what my goal was, exactly what I wanted to ask her, but I had to keep going over and checking over and over again if I was saying things right, if I was wording it correctly, if I was saying anything that could possibly offend her, I wasn't coming off professional, and those thoughts would just keep circulating in my head over and over and over again. And I tend to always do this when writing text messages, emails, or anything to someone, even when it's simple and it doesn't even have to be anything of real importance. But yeah, so I had to cut out a lot of this email, me typing, but I did keep in a big chunk of it just so you could see what I mean. But yeah, so if anyone out there does have OCD, can you please tell me how your symptoms are, if you're comfortable with sharing in the comments below, because there are a couple of things that I noticed myself doing, and I did I've done a lot of research over the past couple of months, and checking is definitely, I feel one of my biggest ones. If it's not checking doorknobs and to see if I locked the door, even though I just walked away from the door 2 seconds ago, and then going back and repeating that. And yeah, it's a lot, and it's definitely something that I deal with on a daily basis. especially when it comes to doing things in order, especially chronological order. I have really bad like test anxiety. If I try to skip ahead on a problem, like I physically can't do it. But the list goes on and on. If you guys want me to make a video about it, I will, but I'm thinking about getting tested for OCD sometime in the near future. And if I am, then I'm going to work on that journey and talk to you guys about it, because it's something that I've noticed for quite a long time now. And my granddad was diagnosed with OCD, and my dad might have OCD, but he just doesn't really want to get tested about it. So I do know it's a genetic trait, and I might have it as well. So anyways, if there's anyone out there that has answers to what I feel like my symptoms are, can you please help me? Because that would help me so much. Thank you guys.
Bitches in the back looking righteous in a tight dress. I think I might just hit her with a little Biggie 101. How to tote a gun and have fun with Jamaican rum conversation. Blunts in rotation. My man Big Chuck got the Glock in his waist and was smoking, drinking. Got the hooker thinking, if money smell bad, then this nigga big and stinking. Is it my charm? I got the hookers eating up.
Phew, I finally completed this email. I just added the picture of the class that I wasn't able to get into to show her physical proof of it. I always do that. But the next thing that we're going on to is folding my daughter's clothes. She had a lot in here that was sitting here for like a week. So next we went to an outdoor mall in our city just to get some more clothes for my daughter, and literally we got there 20 minutes past closing time, so we didn't get anything. And then we went and got food. Hey, so we're walking Miss Corbu. We're trying to beat the rain. This is our last lap. I just thought to bring out the camera light right now, but this is probably like our 4th or 5th lap. I actually don't know because I haven't been counting, but it was actually a little bit awkward because there was another family out here basically looking the same thing as us. They had a daughter too, but she was like probably 9 or something. But anyways, we were like we kept crossing paths because they were walking the opposite way, and this neighborhood is like really teeny tiny, so it was really awkward. Like there was no like way to space it out to where we weren't like crossing them every 2 minutes. But yeah, anyways, we're on our final stretch, and we just basically take walks sometimes to let her cool down whenever she's really hot, because not like literally hot, I mean hot-headed, because we have a really sassy baby and she likes to let us know. So whenever she gets like that, we normally put her in the carrier, take her on a little walk, but she usually wakes back up as soon as we get back inside, low-key. So we might end up taking her a bath. She likes bath times too. I think she just likes water, and honestly being hot, she's definitely a Floridian at heart. So anyways, yeah, bye.
Now when they see us in the streets, all they wanna do is take pics, and I'm like, okay. And when they hear us on the beat, all they wanna do is make hits, and I'm like, okay. Now when they see us in the streets, all they wanna